Some people have been bullied. Some people are just stressed out, insecure, or even overweight. I know this firsthand because I used to be fat. People often shy away from saying things like that. They'll say, "Oh, don't call yourself fat," or "Don't be so harsh on yourself." But the truth is, if you're not real with yourself, nothing will ever change. In today's world, we're taught to cushion everything with softer words. You're not fat, you're just a little big. No, you might be fat, and it's okay to admit that. You have to face it to fix it. We tend to surround ourselves with people who make us feel good. People who tell us what we want to hear, not what we need to hear. It's comforting, but growth doesn't happen in comfort. The second we encounter someone who challenges us, who pushes us to do better, we start to feel uneasy. We don't like that feeling of being stretched, of being asked to get up at 3:30 in the morning for a run. We'd much rather hang out with the person who says, "It's okay, take it easy today." But that's where we go wrong. We need people in our lives who say, "No excuses, get up and do the work." That's what brings about real change. Let me tell you about something I call the quitty mind. Imagine it's your first day on a new job. You've prepared for weeks, maybe even months. You've got your clothes laid out the night before, your breakfast is ready, and you're excited to give it your all. You show up full of energy, ready to take on the world. And guess what? You succeed. You nail the interview, land the job, and everything feels great. Fast forward a few months, and what happens? You start showing up to work a little later. Maybe you're not ironing your clothes as neatly as you did on day one. The excitement fades, and you get comfortable. This is the quitty mind at work. We all have it in us, the tendency to quit when things get hard, to lose focus when the initial excitement wears off. It's easy to be motivated when you're pumped up, but real growth happens when you push yourself to stay consistent, even when that motivation fades. That's the key to overcoming the quitty mind. The truth is, most of us are only operating at about 40% of our full potential. Think of it like a car. Your car may be able to reach 130 miles per hour, but if it has a governor on it, it'll stop at 91. Your mind has the same kind of governor. It's designed to protect you, to keep you from feeling pain or discomfort. When you hit that 40%, your brain starts sending signals. That's enough. This is too hard. Let's stop here. And most people listen. They stop, they settle, they stay in their comfort zone. But what if you didn't stop? What if, when your mind says this is painful, this is uncomfortable, you pushed past it? What if you went to 45%, then 50% and beyond? The mind is powerful, but it can be trained. When you realize that your mind is just trying to protect you, you can start to take control. You start going left when your brain says to go right, and that's when the real transformation begins. It's not easy. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna want to quit. But this is where you have to fight. You have to challenge your brain and push it further than it wants to go. That's how you break free from the limits you've placed on yourself. And once you do, you'll realize that you are capable of so much more than you ever thought. As we approach the end of the year, many of us start to feel good. The holidays bring a sense of joy and optimism. We make resolutions. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get better grades. I'm going to work harder. But here's the thing. When the festivities end and the new year actually begins, that's when the real test starts. All those promises you made to yourself, they're going to feel a lot harder to keep when the excitement fades. It's easy to make promises when you're in a good mood, but when it's just you against yourself, that's when the real work begins. That's why it's so important to have people in your life who hold you accountable. When you feel like throwing in the towel, they'll throw it right back at you and say, "You're not done yet." These are the people who push you, who don't let you quit when things get hard. Find someone like that in your life and be that person for someone else. Accountability is everything. Now imagine how you'll feel when you've accomplished that goal. Imagine looking back at where you started, how far you've come. Some people start with everything handed to them. They have a good foundation, a strong support system, and all the resources they need. But what if you started from nothing? What if you had to build your foundation from scratch? That journey, that struggle, will make you stronger than you ever thought possible. You'll surpass people who had a head start because you've had to fight for everything. The darkness, the struggle, it's exactly what you need. It's where you grow. So embrace it. When you're feeling down, when you're tempted to quit, remember that the discomfort is a sign you're on the right path. Keep pushing, stay hard, and don't let your mind control you. You are capable of so much more than you think.